Welcome elected members, officers and members of the public. I declare this ordinary council meeting of the Shire of Broome open at 5 p.m. Could I ask those in the public gallery to now switch off their mobile telephones and electronic devices in accordance with the conditions of entry to the council chambers public gallery. In accordance with Regulation 14I of the Local Government Administration Regulations 1996, this meeting is being audio and video recorded and live streamed on the Shire's website. Under Clause 6.16 of the Shire's Meeting Procedures Local Law 2020, I do not give permission for any other person to record the proceedings of this meeting. By being present at this meeting, members of the public consent to the possibility that their image and voice may be live streamed to the public. Recordings are also made available on the Shire's website following the meeting. Please note that any items discussed behind closed doors will not be live streamed. However, once the meeting is open again to the public, live streaming will recommence. Councillors, please remember to turn your microphone on prior to speaking and speak clearly into the microphone. Item 2 is attendance and apologies. There are none. Item 3, announcements by presidents. There are none. Item 4, declarations of interest. Councillor Virgo has declared a financial interest in item 9.3.3, Community Development Fund Application Stream 1202526, and Councillor Virgo is the General Manager of the Broome Visitor Centre, and the Broome Historical Society is a financial member of the Broome Visitor Centre. Councillor Mail has declared a financial interest in the Community Development Fund Application Stream 2 2025-26. An applicant is a client of her business. Councillor Cooper has also declared a financial interest in 9.3.4, Community Development Fund Application Stream 2 2025-26. Untamed Festival may use his services and are using his quote. Councillor Virgo has a financial interest in 9.3.4, Community Development Fund Application Stream 2 2025-26, and Councillor Virgo is the General Manager of the Broome Visitor Centre, and 2 members have applied, A&W and Music Festival. The festival is a financial member. Councillor Mahmood has declared a financial interest in 9.3.4. Councillor Mahmood pays a membership fee to Australia's Northwest for their support to his tourism business. And that's the financials. There are no indirect financial interests. There are no proximity interests. Impartiality interests. Councillor Virgo has declared an impartiality interest in 9.3.2. The item is the Broome Chamber of Commerce and Industry Funding Agreement. Councillor Virgo is the General Manager of the Broome Visitor Centre, and they have a contra membership with the Chamber. And Councillor Cooper has declared a impartiality interest in 9.3.2, and he is the immediate Vice President of the Broome Chamber of Commerce and Industry and a member of BCCI. Are there any other declarations of interest? No? Okay, thank you. Okay, moving on to public question time, item 5. These are the guidelines that need to be adhered to in our council meetings. During public question time, people speaking are not to personalise any questions about elected members or staff or use any possible defamatory remarks. In accordance with clause 6.17 of our Meeting Procedures Local Law 2020, a person addressing the council shall extend due courtesy and respect to the council and the process under which it operates, and shall comply with any direction by myself as the presiding member. A person present at or observing a meeting shall not create a disturbance at the meeting by interrupting or interfering with the proceedings, whether by expressing approval or dissent, by conversing or by any other means. A minimum of 15 minutes will be allocated for public question time. Each member of the public is entitled to ask up to 2 questions before other members of the public will be invited to ask their questions. A reminder that public question time is an opportunity to ask questions and not to make statements. Can I remind the public that public questions are to be submitted no later than 12 noon on the day of the council meeting. If you have several questions you wish to submit, please provide these in advance of the deadline to give officers sufficient time to respond. Kylie Brokenshire submitted a public question prior to the meeting. Kylie, would you like to come forward and ask your question, please?
Thank you, Councillor Mitchell. My name's Kylie Brokenshire. I'm the current Treasurer of Broome Netball Association. And would you like me to explain a little bit about my question first, or just go straight into my question?
Just a question, thanks, yeah.
All right. Broome Netball Association would like to ask if the Shire of Broome could actively work towards improving the amenities at the BRAC within a timeframe suitable for all parties involved.
Oh, sorry, I just realised you have more to ask or to suggest, so you can read that other part of your public question, yeah.
Broome Netball Association has growing concerns regarding the safety of the back toilets at the Broome Recreation and Aquatic Centre, particularly for young people who use them. As an affiliate of Netball WA, we are bound by their child safeguarding policy, which highlights the importance of providing a safe environment for children and young people. The current state of the toilets at the rear of the BRAC raises several concerns, including single point entry, poor lighting, overall design and cleanliness, lack of designated change room area. These issues compromise the safety, comfort and wellbeing of our members, particularly children and young people. We're seeking feedback from other organisations that utilise the toilets, such as tennis and pickleball, Theatre Kimberley, floorball, basketball, and have a few support letters that I have here on hand. Broome Netball Association would like to ask if the Shire could please actively work towards improving these amenities within a timeframe suitable for all parties involved.
Thank you, Kylie. I'll pass that question to the Director of Corporate Services.
Thanks through the Chair, Kylie, for the question. The amenities at the rear area of BRAC are provided as toilets for users of the outdoor sports courts. Changing facilities and additional toilets are available for use inside the main building. The ablutions for the outdoor sports courts are not intended to be used as changing space. They're simply toilets. Those seeking changing space are encouraged again to use those indoor change rooms at BRAC. Regular maintenance is undertaken on the rear toilets as required. They're cleaned every day. Most recently, we've made improvements to the internal lighting, converting the internal lighting to LED lighting to provide a brighter space, and the toilets have also had a full internal repaint. External lighting has been improved, but officers will investigate some opportunities to improve the outside lighting as we can. Officers aren't aware of any incidents occurring that would cause the public to consider the toilets unsafe. The proposed BRAC redevelopment does include new and refurbished toilets and change rooms in the main building, but again, not in the outdoor area where the current toilets are located. BRAC Master Plan does allow space for a future, what's termed a social zone, which will service all outdoor and indoor court spaces, and that would include new amenities. However, that's identified as a longer-term priority in the plan, and it's not in Council's long-term financial plan currently, not funded, sorry, in Council's long-term financial plan currently. Significant community consultation was undertaken through the development of both the BRAC Master Plan and through the phase of design for the BRAC redevelopment. That included consultation not only with the community but with specific clubs and associations that utilise that space, and the rear toilets weren't raised as a priority through either of those processes. It's also noted that the Broome Netball Association has made the decision to hold some of their junior comp outside of BRAC opening hours on the Saturday morning, and we've obviously put in place processes to facilitate that. However, if change room facilities are required, then that decision may need to be reconsidered. Should that not be possible, there is an opportunity to investigate access to the Medland Pavilion facilities, which does include change rooms and is quite close to the outdoor courts. Those facilities have recently undergone some quite significant alterations and may be considered more suitable by Broome Netball. BRAC staff and the manager of community facilities and myself are available to discuss those options with Broome Netball and yourself, Kylie, if you wish to pursue them.
Thank you for that. You're happy with that, Kylie? Well, yeah, have a good talk to the director and the staff and sort of, yeah. Okay, thank you. Are there any other public questions? If not, okay, I declare public question time closed. Item 6 is applications for leave of absence. We have a leave of absence request from Councillor Virgo. That Council grant Councillor Virgo a leave of absence from councillor duties inclusive of 26 May 2025 to 10 June 2025. Do I have mover from Councillor Matsumoto, seconded Councillor Cooper? Any dissent? If not, that's carried. Thank you. Item 7, confirmation of minutes. That the minutes of the ordinary meeting of council held on 1st of May 2025 as published and circulated be confirmed as a true and accurate record of that meeting. Do I have Councillor Virgo moving, Councillor Cooper seconding? Any dissent? No. Okay, thank you. Presentations, petitions, deputations. Deputations. Any person or group wishing to be received as a deputation by the council is to either apply before the meeting to the CEO for approval, or, with the approval of the presiding member at the meeting, address the council. The CEO may either approve the request and invite the deputation to attend a meeting of the council, or refer the request to the council to decide by simple majority whether or not to receive the deputation. Unless the council resolves otherwise, a deputation invited to attend a council meeting is not to exceed 5 persons, only 2 of whom may address the council, although others may respond to specific questions from members. Is not to address the council for a period exceeding 10 minutes without the agreement of the council, and additional members of the deputation may be allowed to speak with the leave of the presiding member. Any matter which is the subject of a deputation to the council is not to be decided by the council until the deputation has completed its presentation. Angela Robertson from Beach Hut WA Proprietary Limited has been approved to present a deputation regarding item 9.3.1 Beach Hut, objection to refusal of trading licence extension. Angela, would you like to come forward and present your deputation?
Through the Chair, President Mitchell. My name is Angela Robertson and I'm Director of Beach Hut WA Proprietary Limited and owner and operator of Beach Hut Equipment Hire. Thank you for your time and attention today as I present this deputation to Council. This deputation is in respect to the agenda item 9.3.1, objection to the refusal of Beach Hut's trading licence application. As the affected person and long-standing operator under the Trading in Public Place policy, the Beach Hut business has consistently acted in good faith and consistently delivered a high-quality, beneficial service to the many hundreds and thousands of visitors who come to enjoy iconic Cable Beach. The long-term relationship we have with our repeat visitors reflects the value of our service we provide. Our family has worked tirelessly to keep the Beach Hut business going through extremely difficult circumstances beyond our control. We now find ourselves at a critical point where it is necessary to protect the business's future and viability. For the Beach Hut to continue to operate at a high standard, we must invest in new hire equipment this year, which is estimated to cost $30,000, as well as a new vehicle to support our operations. These are significant investments that cannot be made without security and certainty in our trading licence term. I formally objected as per Local Government Act 1995, Part 9, Division 1, Objections and Appeals to the decision made at a councillor workshop on the 11th of February 2025 to not approve Beach Hut WA Proprietary Limited's application for the extension of its trading licence term on Cable Beach. Therefore, I respectfully submit that this decision was, 1, procedurally unfair to not approve Beach Hut's trading licence. As previously determined, councillor workshops and agenda forums are convened for discussion and briefing, not for final decision making. The non-approval of Beach Hut's trading licence application behind closed doors at such a workshop lacked procedural fairness, transparency and an opportunity for Beach Hut to present its position before the elected Broome Shire Council. Cable Beach trading licence approvals have consistently been referred to Council in accordance with trading in public place policy. Over the past 22 years, I have been advised on numerous occasions that any decision to approve trading licence on Cable Beach must go to Council meeting due to the Cable Beach significance and value to the broader community. The process has been upheld to ensure that such decisions are made transparently with the appropriate community involvement and accountability, reflecting the unique importance of the Cable Beach precinct. 2, not adhering to existing policy framework. Beach Hut's renewal application fully complied with all requirements of the trading in public place policy. The rejection of Beach Hut's application was not based on non-compliance within the application, but rather on speculative future arrangements under a yet-to-be-implemented place management plan and yet-to-be drafted and implemented trading licence policy for the Cable Beach precinct. Beach Hut's trading licence application has no reason to be refused under current policy and law. Reliance on uncertain, unimplemented draft policy should not override the current policy framework because it leads to procedural unfairness and uncertainty for the future of any established business. It is in effect unfair and unreasonable treatment that jeopardises the stability and continuity of a business. Arbitrary. The rationale for not approving Beach Hut's trading licence application, citing uncertainty over the future Cable Beach foreshore use, introduces an arbitrary condition not in the existing trading licence policy or law. The Broome Shire recommendation, which suggests approving Beach Hut's licence, would A, compromise the Shire's comprehensive review of future trading licence, and B, potential to constrain the public interest by prematurely limiting flexibility for a range of future beach access options. Both of these reasons appear to rely on speculative scenarios that have not yet been formally adopted, advertised, or subject to community consultation. Relying on such informal and undeclared planning intentions introduces elements of arbitrariness and procedural unfairness, potentially contravening the principle of administrative law. The decisions must be made according to law, relevant conditions and established policy, and not based on uncertain and non-existent future policy frameworks. This recommendation undermines regulatory certainty and predictability, which are essential to ensuring fair treatment of affected parties and protecting the rights of long-standing trading operators. An arbitrary approach undermines policy application and causes instability for a small business like Beach Hut, which has operated consistently for 22 seasons and is part of a 40-year trading licence legacy on Cable Beach. Such uncertainty seriously impacts operational planning, future investments and long-term sustainability. The request for a grandfather clause to approve Beach Hut's trading licence application. In accordance with established principles of transitional regulation, I respectfully request that Broome Shire Council apply a grandfather clause to Beach Hut's current application. Such a clause would preserve Beach Hut's business to operate under its existing licence under the Place Management Plan and any new future trading requirements that are formally gazetted. Safeguard the business's legitimate expectations and accrued financial operation investments, and prevent the disruption or cessation of a long-standing, fully compliant business during the policy development transition period for the Cable Beach precinct. In conclusion, I respectfully request Broome Shire councils to consider the unique circumstances surrounding this matter and the significant impact this decision will have on a local small business. I respectfully request for Council to consider, as per Local Government Act, Part 1, Division 1, Objections and Appeals 9.6 Section 4, to dispose of this objection by revoking the decision being objected to and 1, substituting it for another decision. 1. Revoke the decision made at the councillor workshop agenda briefing on the 11th of February 2025 to not approve Beach Hut's licence extension. 2. Apply a grandfather clause to allow Beach Hut trading application to be approved to continue trading under current trading policy and trading licence until such time as the licence condition transitions to the Broome Shire future cable beach trading licence policies and once formally enacted and gazetted. And 3, request Broome Shire Council approve an extension of Beach Hut WA Proprietary Limited and Beach Hut Equipment Hire an additional 5 years to the current trading licence term until June 2032. I respectfully appreciate your time, your attention and commitment to uphold fairness, legal clarity, good governance and support a stable and secure future for a local business. Thank you for consideration of my deputation.
Thanks, Angela. Did you have a second person to speak? So it's just yourself, is it? Okay. Councillors, are there any questions of Angela? If not, okay. All right. Thank you, Angela. We'll continue on. Okay. Item 9. Can I please move a motion to move item 9.3.1 ahead of 9.1.1? And the motion is that council move item 9.31 in order of business in front of item 9.1.1. 2, note the reason for moving the item is to improve continuity of the meeting's procedures. So under 9.3.1, there is the Director of Development and Community advises that the report has been administratively updated to... Oh, sorry, before I do that, so I've moved the motion. Is there a second, Councillor Taylor? Any dissent? No, I think everyone's happy with that, okay. So the 9.3.1, Beach Hut objection to refusal of trading licence extension, page 118. The Director of Development and Community advises that the report has been administratively updated to insert additional text and revise the report recommendation. I think the Director's going to...
Through the Chair, I think for the benefit of elected members, and I think the gallery you can see up on the screen, the report recommendation has been revised, and we've just underlined that for clarity, just to make it clear that the decision that has been made has not been made by a council. The decision to refuse the extension has been made under delegated authority by officers.
Thank you. So there is a revised, but Councillor Taylor, you wish to...
I wish to move an alternative motion, and the motion is that Council, in accordance with section 9.64C1 of the Local Government Act 1995, dispose of the objection made by the Beach Hut WA Proprietary Limited in regard to a decision made under delegated authority to refuse support for their application for a 7-year extension to their existing trading in public places licence by revoking the decision objected to and substituting it with the following decision. That is, in accordance with section 9.6 4C1 of the Local Government Act 1995, approves a 3-year extension to the existing licence for the Beach Hut WA Proprietary Limited with an expiry date of the 30th of June 2030.
Thank you, thanks, Councillor Taylor. Do I have a second of Councillor Virgo? You're seconding... Do you have any dissent? No.
Can I ask clarification, please?
Okay. Clarification. Sorry. Yeah.
Sure. So I just wanted to clarify because I felt the proponent in the deputation made a note of the extension of the licence offering additional security into the future. And I just wanted to clarify that a trading licence does not infer a right to occupy a space or the land, and it's actually not a form of tenure, and that trading licences can, in theory, be revoked at any time. Is that the case?
Pass that to the Director. Yep.
Through the
Development.
Chair, the local law provides that the local government may vary the conditions of a licence at any time and for any reason, and may also cancel the licence on any grounds that it considers the licence should be cancelled, basically meaning that a long-term licence does not necessarily provide more security to do a business from to secure a business from cancellation or variations to a trading activity. So this is under the local policy. And further, the local law also stipulates that a trading licence does not provide the licensee with exclusive possession or use of the trade area. So that is within the policy.
Councillor Taylor, the reasons for your motion?
The reasons for this alternative motion are that in 2027, it's too soon to fully understand and review the impact that the completion of Stage 2 of Cable Beach, which is a major change to the way this reserve is accessed and used in the future. Given the major change to the area following Stage 2 completion, continuity of the services offered by the beach hut business is likely to be an advantage to beachgoers and activation of the area. The 5-year period until expiry of the proposed new licence period will provide the operator every opportunity to have greater certainty, have longer term security, value the business, make investment decisions, and importantly, consider restructuring options and explore the potential for business partnerships.
Thank you, Councillor Taylor. Is there any dissent to that motion? Oh, sorry, Councillor Mail.
Sorry, clarification just to further understand your reasoning for your timeframe, Councillor Taylor. I understand that the officers under delegation did refuse this application, so that they don't set a precedence to, other trading licences. But my question is, in the past, have we, in an instance where we've had a trader, and I'm thinking of potentially Molly Bean, they came to us and they said that they were looking to sell their business, and would we extend their licence? And I'm just wondering if we did that and on what basis?
Through the Chair, from my understanding that extension was granted for their business, but I understand that was an imminent a decision that business was going to sell. Yeah.
And sorry, and just to clarify, how long did we extend it for? 3 years?
Through the Chair, 3 years.
Thank you.
Okay, if there's no further clarification and there's no dissent, I declare that motion carried. Thank you very much. Okay. Thanks, Angela. I hope that gives you some certainty. Okay. Okay. Back to the agenda. 9.1.1 Arts and Culture Strategy 2023 to 2028. Year 2 Progress Update. Page 7, there's a report recommendation there. Do I have direction from Council? Councillor Taylor moving, Councillor Cooper second. Any dissent on this item? If not, declared that carried unanimously. Thank you. Under People, 9.1.2. Request to endorse Use Plan 2025-2029 for public comment. Page 17, there's a report recommendation there. Do I have direction from Council? Councillor Smith moving, Councillor Cooper second. Do I have any dissent on that item? If not, I declare that item carried. 9.1.3, request to endorse Community Safety Plan 2025-2029 for public comment. Director of Development and Community advises that the report has been administratively updated to reflect an error shown in the recommendation. And So there is a report recommended. Councillor Virgo moving, seconded Councillor Smith. Any dissent on that item? If not, I declare that carried unanimously. Sorry, I have. 9.2.1, application for development approval, telecommunication base station, 75 Reed Road, Cable Beach. On page 72, there is a report recommendation for that item. Do I have any direction from council? Councillor Taylor moving, Councillor Virgo seconding. Any dissent on this item? If there's no dissent, I'll declare that one carried unanimously. Thank you. 9.3.2. Actually, we've gone from 921 to 932. Oh, sorry. Yeah, okay. Yeah, got me back on track. Sorry. 9.3.2, Broome Chamber of Commerce and Industry Funding Agreement. Councillor Virgo has declared an impartiality interest in item at 9.3.2. The reason being she's the General Manager of the Broome Visitor Centre and they have a contract membership with the Chamber. Councillor Virgo will remain in the chambers while the item is being deliberated. Do I have direction from council? Councillor Taylor moving, Councillor Cooper second. Any dissent on this item? If not, I declare that carried unanimously. Okay, here we go. Item 9.3.3, Community Development Fund Application Stream 1, 2025-26, page 151. Councillor Virgo has declared a financial interest in item 3.3. The reason being she's the General Manager of the Broome Visitor Centre and the Broome Historical Society is a financial member of the BVC. Councillor Virgo has left the chambers and while the item is being deliberated. So there is a report recommendation. Do I have direction? Councillor Lewis, Councillor Smith seconding. Any dissent on this item? None whatsoever. I declare this one carried unanimously. And item 9.3.4, Community Development Fund Application Stream 2, 2025-26, page 158. Councillor Kluper has declared a financial interest in item 3.4. The reason being Untamed Festival may use his services and are using his quote. Councillor Mail has declared a financial interest in item 3.4. The reason being an applicant is a client of her business. Councillor Virgo has declared a financial interest in this item. The reason being she's the General Manager of the Broome Visitor Centre and two members have applied A&W and Untamed Music Festival. The festival is a financial member. Councillor Cooper, Councillor Cooper, Councillor Mail, Councillor Virgo will leave the chamber while this item is being deliberated. So there is a report recommendation. Do I have direction from council? Councillor Taylor, Councillor White, Smith. Sorry, where am I getting White from? I've gone to Derby for a while. Sorry. So any dissent on this item? We have a quorum, so this item can be dealt with tonight. Any dissent? If not, carried unanimously. Thank you. Can we call Councillor Mail, Cooper and Virgo back into the chambers, please? Councillor Virgo, item 9.3.2 was moved unanimously with no alterations. And Councillor Cooper, Mail and Virgo, item 9.3.4 was carried unanimously with no amendments. Okay. Moving on to performance. Item 9.4.1, policy election caretaker period, page 167. There is a report recommendation. Direction from council. Councillor Virgo moving, Councillor Cooper second. Do I have any dissent on this item? If not, item is carried unanimously. I'm not going too fast. Item 9.4.2, annual review of delegation of authority register, page 189, and there is a report recommendation. Councillor Virgo moving, Councillor Taylor second. Any dissent? That's carried unanimously. Item 9.4.3, appointment of presiding members, committees of council, page 447. This one is an absolute majority. There is a report recommendation. Councillor Burgo, did you raise? Okay, moving. Councillor Taylor, second. Any dissent? It's carried by absolute majority. Thank you. Item 9.4.4, monthly payment listing, April 2025. And the report recommendation on page 461. Do I have direction from council? Councillor Cooper moving, Councillor Smith second. Any dissent on this item? If not, that's carried. Thank you. Item 9.4.5, monthly financial report, April 2025. Report recommendation, Councillor Virgo moving, Councillor Mail seconding. Any dissent on this item? No, thank you. Moving on, item 10, reports of committees, there are none. Item 11, notices of motion with notice, there are none. Item 12, notices of motion without notice, there are none. Item 13, business of an urgent nature, there are none. Item 14, meeting closed to the public, there are no items. And item number 15, meeting closure. Jeez, it's been a long day. There being no further business, I declare the meeting closed at 5:36 p.m. Thank you to members of the public in the gallery. Thank you to councillors. Meeting is closed.